We said the client must want to get better. Make sure you know about the new few drugs that we added, the alcohol deterrents, nausea and vomiting if you drink alcohol. If you are an RN and a friend tells you they have an addiction issue, you have to tell them to tell the manager, or you will. You can tell them all sorts of other stuff about getting help and AA and all that, but you can't brush that under the rug. All right. Okay, so let's see. Talk about abuse. I'm gonna disconnect this. I'm gonna scroll through my PowerPoint. In the morning, while I'm looking through this, in the morning, we'll finish up the hearing voices. If you need to do hearing voices, please wear your Navy scrubs or your uniform. Those of you that are finished, you don't have to.
Show up.
You have to show up. Just a reminder about lab. Anytime you have lab on your calendar, we have to have all those hours. So even if you're not the one actually doing the activity, it's still lab hours that you need to be in, on the campus. So you can certainly, though, that hour study whatever, for whatever you need to do. And we'll rotate everybody through to finish up the hearing voices. Then we'll finish up Unit 3, which hopefully I'll be able to get on mine because you guys me up. Just like having to change that clinical schedule, that was kind of last minute, that really, we depend on those other places to keep our schedule. Next week, when we're not in class, please make sure you're keeping your eyes open for any emails or announcements. If you don't have Canvas on your phone, I suggest you get the app on your phone. That way, if we email y'all or we put an announcement up, you'll make sure to get it wherever you're at. Because if something changes with your clinical side, say over the weekend, which with joint commission surveys or whatever, that could always happen. You want to make sure you're in touch. Don't just think, woo, I'm out of here. All I got to do is go do that 8-hour clinical, and you don't pay attention to your emails and your announcement. Please don't do that. That's why we put it in there yesterday. So make sure next week, on those days that you're not here, that you're paying close attention to the announcements. And Daniel. And then, while I'm looking, and then for that last lab that we had to move over to after the exam, you need to wear your blue scrub, wear your uniform. We'll do it upstairs in the sim lab again. And we'll just come and get groups of y'all and just rotate through until everybody is finished. And it's lab hours too. If you look in your syllabus, there's 10 lab hours for this course. So even if you finish the exam and you got to do your IPR, I'm going to need you to stay till 12:30 till those lab hours are done, and then you're free to go. With that last exam, it's not a comprehensive final, but it is your last test in the class, so we won't do test review. So I just like to tell everybody ahead of time, you're going to take that test, and then we won't do test review. We'll just move on into finishing up the lab. And then after you guys leave, we'll do test review and average all your grades in and get your grades put in web services. that day, when we're signing the paperwork, just make sure that clinical tool has all your dates in it and all, when you turn it in to your faculty member, when you go with us next week to clinicals, make sure that thing has all the dates and where you went to your AA meeting, where you went to your other meeting, make sure it's filled out completely. Trying to think if there's anything else. Focus review, don't forget to put your focus review score in there when you upload it, so that we can see what your 3 lowest areas are, so we knew that you did the right thing on your focus review. So it needs to be your ATI report, then the work you did on those templates, okay? You can just go in and you can resubmit it, or you can add to it.
So when are
and
we
with
signing the clinical tools since that day got moved?
We'll do it on the day.
That
you
Thursday
do
when
the
we do our
lab.
test? Okay.
We'll sign, we'll wrap up all your paperwork on that exam 3 IPR lab day. And then the very next day, you start filling out. I
We
have
don't come to
going
school
to
next week
do,
until Thursday.
So Tuesday.
To Thursday.
I'm gonna let y'all sit there and study for a minute, because really I was gonna do, I don't have my PowerPoint. but I can't get to it. For for abuse and all. So I'm gonna let y'all study for a few minutes, and I'll come up with a few things for us to do to kind of go back over the content we've already done. And then tomorrow, when I can get into everything, we will go over it all some more. One way or the other, I'll make sure we've gone over it thoroughly. So give me a few seconds here.
Well, the sheets are off the wall.
Is this one, are you talking about abuse and neglect?
I've looked everywhere.
There's a whole section
I don't hear it, I can't find it. I'm totally. I need powder 20 and make sugar.
Okay, so. Y'all, on your pullouts, on your pullouts for your AA and your other meeting, all of those we just put due on Friday. Okay, your clinical tool does say have it up to 24 hours, but we just put it due on Friday, so you can turn them all in.
Yeah, tomorrow.
What?
Tomorrow.
No, wait, that's.
Sunday
Yeah,
or Monday.
Yeah. We even gave you later so you'd have all weekend to go to meetings. The MSE and the IPR are due Friday. Your AAs, I think we didn't put those due until like Monday. I'd have to pull up Canvas to see, but we wanted to give you a little bit more time in case you needed to go to a meeting and you didn't have it in, so I don't even think you need those done. I think it's Monday, but it's in Canvas.
And our IPR won't be able to be done either because we won't do that till next Thursday.
That's right. We'll have to extend your IPR. So I always have the hurricane.
I'll have one done because
and
I'll
the
be at clinical
snowstorm.
Saturday, so.
You know, that messes me
Yeah,
up at the
how
beginning.
will that be great?
So, yeah, so your IPR will be extended till next week. That's what it said. That's
Before we do IPR process.
That's what I was saying. I couldn't get into Canvas to see, but I think it's the 4th. I think it's the 4th.
Yeah.
We tried to push that back a little bit so you could
Use
go to a
weekend.
meeting over the weekend, you know, but at some point we had to start getting it all in. So I'm gonna run next door and drop this off and we'll go over everything.
All the bars in New Orleans are Super Bowl 2000.
It won't let me get in at all. Because I was trying to see if the gate grades were in.
So where's this cheese thing that everyone's talking about? Oh, here.
Like, their fans are like Alabama.
One of the facilities aren't taking people,
At the end of your help, I was just done.
Pascagoula.
so they had to get switched around, put other places.
Yeah. That's not Alabama.
It's gonna work better for me.
Supposedly they got sold or something. The other facility, you know, because we had 4, now we're down to 3. So everybody's getting split up between those 3. They had to add extra days.
I wondered that I could say I went through them.
What you get from ATI? It takes
I think that's what she said, was they sold it or something.
What's the current?
If you have it structured, get a job. Like, oh yeah, especially high hours.
can go this Saturday. They work Friday night, so you'll see her, you'll see both of us.
And that, so, I did substance abuse today, so we'll do abuse and violence tomorrow. And we'll wrap back up and go over that PowerPoint real quick since we couldn't see it today. And also that ATI work, yeah, the ATI work you have, that's just, we'll have some activities for you to do in ATI or just to recap this content.
Sorry.
Sorry, did I tear them up? No, okay.
Is that our own computers we have to bring to that?
Yeah, and it's not like a test or anything, it's just, homework. Yes.
No, it's not.
So the internet is down, just as an FYI, at JD and JC too.
It's actually right back.
It says right now that as of right now, you won't be able to take it. So if you're planning to go after class, you need to contact them.
I'll turn off that flash, but it's too many things. This is wrong.
Here's the message. It just says, if the internet isn't back up at JD and JC, for the people that have proctored exams this afternoon, they will need to reschedule. And they apologize for the inconvenience.
Also, that means you have to stretch it out because it's
On the day
tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I'll get with Ms.
Yeah,
Clem,
they-
but try,
Don't do
maybe
it.
it'll come back up. She knows, this is who it's from, is Ms. Clemens. Okay, so if everybody can't get back in, we'll have to take care of it. Which is just be par for the course. So,
Well, yeah, because no one's having weekend hours.
Yeah, I was saying none of them are open on the weekend at all, are they? This month?
JD normally is, but they're not this month.
Something about this month they wasn't going to do it. I don't know why, but
I never get bothered.
I've got 44 requests for the ATI retakes. Anybody, I got till tomorrow, so make sure if you want it, let me know.
I don't like that.
They sound like
Good, good.
It doesn't show the picture.